And welcome in to another episode of Farm to Fame. I am Kelsey Wingert. That
Right on my...
Peter Moylan. I think I got your phone.
You broke my screen.
And over there is Maddie Mass. We are all in the same room today.
You broke my screen.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
You didn't. Did I get it?
A little bit.
Thank you. No, you didn't. But you did get me right in the love. You broke my protector.
No, I didn't.
You did. Okay.
Oh, man.
That's what I'm going to see now for the rest.
No, that was already broken.
No, it was not. I just got the protector. I just got the phone.
It's actually cracked.
And you hit me in the side fat.
I just threw a blitz ball at his phone and cracked his screen on air.
And side fat.
Just cracked his screen protector.
And hit me in the side fat. Yeah.
We are all in Arizona for the Jomboy Arizona trip. First, this is the second time we've all been in the same room together filming.
Us three, yes. The first one was in Denver. Like how I said that, I finished my R.
Yeah.
I didn't
very American.
when I said R,
Denver.
but I did when I said Denver.
Yeah. Basically, Jomboy rented a mansion in Arizona, and it's a content house. And we have how many studios? 2 studios. We had a ping pong tournament last night.
We did.
Mario Kart tournament tonight.
That I'm going to win.
We've seen Matt Olson, Matt Chapman, our guy, Richie Palacios was here last night. Tristan McKenzie, Whit Merrifield.
Brad Keller came through. Josh Hader came through. We've had some.
Longo came
through. He came through, and by the way, this is really amazing, but brought a bottle of wine to give to Trev. It's amazing.
Aww.
Like, he's just really, he's a really good human.
Yeah.
That sounded like Jerry.
Jerry Blevins is here. Ian Happ is here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a squad through here. The ping pong tournament was like so fun last night. There have been some major trades that have happened.
Mm-hmm.
We have Paxton Elrod in here. We have Joez McFly in here. Obviously, we want to talk about Freeman era ending with the Braves.
Or is it? It is.
Braves trading for Matt Olson, signing that extension. But when we first got here, the big thing that broke was the big Yankees deal.
Mm-hmm.
Joez, come on.
Come on.
I love Josh Donaldson.
This is, and what you have to understand
This is Joez McFly.
Josh Donaldson came to Atlanta under similar circumstances as he's going to New York. Questions were about his health, questions about his personality. Is he going to fit? And he didn't fit for the first probably 2.5, 3 weeks of that season. But he also then turned that into an unbelievable year for himself and the Braves. So I'm excited for you to get him if it's the Josh Donaldson the Braves got.
Yes. I think with him, he's going to fit a role that the Yankees have been missing for a little while, which is kind of like a tough guy, like an asshole role that they don't have, like they get, sometimes they get kicked around
the nicest, might be the nicest human around.
Yeah, but he's also the guy. You don't want him getting into
He's like.
Yeah.
He's their guy. He's their hero.
Can you tell me who has been that Yankee of the past?
CC.
Okay.
Sabathia did not let the Yankees get punked.
Love that.
Gardy, sure. But I feel like CC was the guy that was like, I don't care if it costs me $500,000. I'm going to make sure that my guys are taken care of. Which he did,
Yeah.
Like
everyone remembers the "That's for you, bitch."
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I could see Donaldson fitting that, and I could see kind of like the team loving that. Because they kind of want that role a little bit, but they don't know how to do it right. The Yankees don't know how to troll. Every single time they try to troll, it backfires. They go into Fenway, play New York, backfires. Every single time they try to do something, it backfires.
Do you think the big bad Yankees have lost a little bit of the big bad because they haven't adapted to Twitter?
Yeah, maybe.
Do you think that's what it is?
Maybe. I don't know if it has to do with Twitter, but I think it has. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, because of the trolling, they're terrible at trolling. So no, I'm kidding. They're not as they haven't grasped the new way of baseball as much as the other clubs like the Rays have, and that's got to be killing someone like the Yankees, who, as far as I've always been and always known, are the pinnacle that what everybody aimed to be for the longest time. They're not that club anymore. There's other clubs that have overtaken them as the example of what clubs want to be.
Well, people used to be scared of the Yankees.
That's my point.
And the Devil Rays were afraid of the Yankees.
Yeah.
The Tampa Bay Rays are not. They feel like they're always better. And they are, because the Yankees are always trying to
Play the Rays way.
play the Rays game. What are you doing? Play your game. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like what were your overall thoughts on the trade?
So the trade was Gary, Gio, traded for Kiner Falefa and Josh Donaldson and the catcher. I can't really.
Rorschach or
Yeah,
something?
Yes.
Ben Rorschach.
The Bill catcher. Catcher. But
Is he?
yes, he is. Go ahead, go look. But we have at first I had seen the trade. It was sad for me because when Gary first came up, first of all, I follow the Yankee minor leagues so much because I love minor league players, and I feel like I've been following them from the beginning all the way, like their whole journey. And to see Gary when he came up and what he did, and that, when was it, 2016? Like, he almost run Rookie of the Year, which he probably maybe should have, maybe.
How old is he?
Gary?
Yeah.
I think he's
28, 27, 29?
Yeah, I
So
think
he's still
28
like
around there.
considered like he's not old
Right.
in the game.
Yes. So he came up. Came up like gangbusters, and I'm Dominican, so I had that kinship, and always rooted for Gary El Kraken, and he got traded away, so I was a little sad. But I felt like it needed to happen because no matter what he did, he could have gone half the season without one pass ball or one anything, and the second he has one pass ball, like, people are just like. It's kind of hard to succeed when you have people looking for your faults.
Yeah.
That sucks. But he was dope. So hopefully he's going to kill it in the Central. I think you probably maybe believe that. I believe that. And people that I talk to believe that.
Do you believe that?
Mm-hmm. He'll be fine. No, he'll. I mean, it's very cliche, but if anybody needs to change the scenery and get out of that New York media and that scrutiny that you talk about all the time, it's him.
Yeah. And then losing Gio's another guy where it's like, but that's part of the niceness. They're too nice on the team. So maybe they needed to get rid of that, bring in Josh Donaldson, won an MVPs, guy that
plays confident.
Yes. Playoff games, and I'm looking forward to it,
Good.
Just maybe get me Friedman. I would like Friedman, maybe.
Whoa.
You think so? What are they saying about Freddie now? I saw a tweet earlier. They said that the Red Sox are in, the Rays are in, the
Yankees,
Dodgers are in,
Mets.
Mets.
Yep.
Mets.
What? I haven't seen that.
I also
Jays.
seen I think
Who?
Buster
Oh,
only.
Padres. Yeah.
Blue Jays.
Oh, but Padres too. I saw, but Blue Jays. Yes.
Everybody.
Padres as well.
Everybody.
I saw something about the Padres.
I think what's going to happen now is because now that there's been that definitive move made by Atlanta, it's made teams think, oh, maybe we are a chance now because he's not going to stay in Atlanta.
Right.
Yeah.
Who might have been thinking there's no chance he's leaving Atlanta. All of a sudden, it's ooh.
Yeah.
So that's why you see someone like a Mets and the whoever jumping in. Imagine if he goes to the Mets.
Oh my gosh.
Steve Cohen has a blank checkbook and he could just go.
But I could see him doing it. Like, I could see him going to the Mets more than I can see the Yankees almost.
Right.
I feel like he would love to play with Jacob DeGrom. And, like,
Those
he
two
has so
have
much
so much
respect
fun.
for DeGrom and Scherzer. Like, those are two pitchers that he's so vocal about.
Yep.
And I feel like he would, if he was going to go to New York.
Stevie Cohen could go in there.
Go to
and
the short
just-
porch. Short porch. Over
Yeah, I mean,
short porch or $40 million.
yeah. Steve Cohen's so wild. Literally monopoly money. Like, he plays with fake monopoly money. It's just, what did we say? What did we compare it to before? Like,
His change is like multiple different bills.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have nickels and pennies in his pocket. He has 20s and 50s.
Doesn't even know what they are.
He doesn't know that. Those words.
hey.
Doesn't even know what they are.
Rosie.
Yeah. But I think he's probably going to go to the Dodgers maybe. But I would like the Yankees to make a big deal, but kind of don't see that happening just because they haven't recently. So.
How do you feel about Rizzo being there? If that's where you go.
I like Rizzo, and I think that eliminating the shift would make him even better. But if we're talking about tier or first baseman, for me it would have been Olsen and then Freeman and then Rizzo. Olsen, that's just I'm not saying Olsen's a better first baseman or player than Freeman.
Sure.
I'm just saying he's younger, so I would probably go there
How old
first
is
and then
Matt
boom,
Olson?
boom, boom.
What was the
think
AAV
it's
on his
27.
extension? Was it
21.
21?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good deal.
Yeah. But that was wild. When they announced that, I was like, whoa.
That's a good deal.
He's younger than me.
Yeah.
He was born in 94. He's only 27.
27.
And he's from
Georgia.
Lilburn. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did he go to Parkview High School? Oh. So he's a Jeff Francoeur guy.
Mm.
He is from
Parkview's, that's the baseball.
Atlanta,
Wow. Okay. So what?
Georgia.
2021, hit 271, 39 home runs, 111 RBI. Yeah, you like that.
Doesn't strike out much.
He had a 6-point-something WAR last year in the American League.
But the
So-
year before,
Nice guy
Yeah.
too. We met him here.
We did meet him here.
that was wild. He was here the night before.
Crazy.
I think I got him
You
traded.
got him traded,
I
exactly.
got him traded. Yeah.
Just went to the wrong place, according to you.
Everybody that I come in contact with gets traded. So
Matty Mass took the last ever picture with Matt Chapman and Matt Olson as teammates. He took a Matt picture because they were all named Matt.
yes,
That's great.
It's just 3 guys with the same name.
Yeah.
That was the point of the picture.
Yeah, of course.
But it was the last.
MVPs
We
in my
got the
book,
last
all
pictures
three.
of them ever.
Right.
yeah. Jesse Winker was dope too. I met him.
Joe's took the last picture with Jesse Wingert.
I did.
Was
In the
Jesse
Reds.
Winker here?
No, but we went to Reds camp.
Oh.
That's fun. That's been a whole nother fun experience.
Is that a
being-
label Jomboy wants? The trading company? The action company?
Maddie's on the couch with me now. Maddie is a big Villanova fan,
True.
and they're normally really good at college basketball.
Some say.
Did they make the tournament?
They did make the tournament,
Don't they always make the tournament?
usually.
So you should join the action on the court during the biggest tournament of the year with DraftKings Sportsbook because
Yes.
you can turn a Villanova victory into your own big win. What?
Can I pause you real quick?
Yeah.
This is actually really exciting.
Okay.
The day of the Big East Championship, I told everybody to bet using DraftKings Villanova. Take the Creighton spread, which was 7.5, but Villanova to win. So
Okay.
basically Villanova to win by less than 7.5, and take the under. I told everybody do it. Parlay. For example, Rob placed a $20 bet, won $150. No problem.
And did they use this?
They used DraftKings.
The
Well,
n- but did they get the new customer bet?
we all have
Oh.
accounts already, but for the people out there,
Yeah. If you are a new customer, you can bet what? Just $5.
$5.
$5 on any team to win, and you will get $200 in free bets if they do. It's that simple. If Villanova wins and you're a new customer and you put $5 on Villanova, you get $200 in free bets. So if the sportsbook isn't available in your state yet, you can still join the college hoops action with DraftKings Pool. Everyone can play free pools all March long for a shot at a share of over $250,000 in prizes. Simply join a pool and answer questions like who will make it to the next round and who will hit the most three-pointers, and then track your results. So download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. If you use the promo code Jomboy and bet just $5 on any college hoops team to win, you can get $200 in free bets if they do. If they win, you win with promo code Jomboy this week at DraftKings Sportsbook. 21 and up. Restrictions apply. See show notes for details. Who's winning the tournament this year?
I've yet to fill out a bracket, but if I had to say right now, I'm going to ride with Dickie V.
Okay.
He picked Kentucky.
Okay.
I think that they're hot right now. Give me Kentucky.
Kentucky. You heard it from Maddie Mass. Free customers bet $5. Should we get the other friends back on the couch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's get him back.
Chris Rose is with us now.
Hello.
Hi.
Rosie, how did you feel about Freeman Olsen extension?
Yeah, I thought it was a good play by Atlanta. I mean, you know, there's going to be a certain percentage of fans who don't get it, who think that you should just give a player whatever they want.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, listen, everybody's got a budget. They're not one of these teams that spends less than $100 million on their payroll. They have been extremely smart over the years. They probably saved $250 to $300 million on Ronald Acuna for the time being.
Yeah.
Very true.
Ozzy Albies is getting nothing.
Yes, 35. Is it 35?
38,
7?
38
It's
over
just-
8, I think.
It's horrible.
38
Um,
over 8?
Yeah, it's insane.
But at the same time, I am all for players making whatever decisions they want. I would never begrudge a player for leaving. It's funny because a lot of people would ask me, "Oh, weren't you pissed off when LeBron left?" I was like, "No, no." Even this was the first time he left. I was mad with the way he did it, announcing it on national TV and all that sort of stuff. But I've been around this business way too long to get upset at another human being for deciding what's best for them.
Yeah.
Like, that's all we ever want. Imagine if you were told, you can't go there. You have to show loyalty to this place because this is where you started. Like, what a fucked up thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's horrible. So let Freddie Freeman do whatever he wants. The Atlanta Braves, their business, they decided this. They ended up going with the guy who's 4 years cheaper or 4 years younger and a little bit cheaper, and it's going to work out for them fine.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
I'm happy LeBron went back, though.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
I am too. And, I won't ever begrudge an athlete for wanting to better themselves financially, where they want to live, everything else. Like, we get so stuck as sports fans on this whole thing that you owe us. No, they don't.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
The problem is that we get so – it's the beautiful thing about sports is that we care so much. And we can all put our differences aside when we're on the same rooting side of things. I like this, you like that. I can't believe you believe in that. But, boy, when it comes time for first pitch, we're all pulling the same direction.
Yeah.
And so we think that the players should feel exactly the same way we do, and they don't.
Players have a finite window in which they could be able to make this money. They have like this small area, this time where they can be able to play this kids game and be able to make life-changing money,
Yeah.
So why would you take a discount anywhere?
That's the dumbest thing. There is no such thing as a home team discount.
Yeah.
Please strike that from your vernacular.
Unless you're Matt Olson, right? That's kind of like a discount.
No, it's not. I mean, because
bit.
he had no leverage right now.
That's true.
His leverage is to play out his contract. So they say, here, you could have 8 for 168, and you could be happy here, maybe not. We're assuming that just because he's from Atlanta, that he's going to be thrilled. He might not.
Right.
He might not like the organization. He might not like being in that division. Who knows? But he might love it too.
Like you said, it's a corporate company with a budget. Going back to Freddie real quick, it's just a corporate company with a budget. They had a budget.
It's very nice.
He had a vested interest to come back to Atlanta. I know that for a fact. But they didn't reach what he thought was fair. So they moved on.
I would say the one thing that kind of got the Braves more than any other team is the fact that we did get to see their books.
Yeah.
Yes.
They were the first team in baseball because they're a publicly owned company, right? That they had to expose their financials. And so we got to see what a profitable year they had. And so people can draw whatever assumptions they want off of that.
I'm with you.
Favorite part of this trip has been, I think it's coming together in one location, just because anytime that happens, I feel like almost like content magic happens. It almost, it feels like some content magic happens. Like a lot of ideas happen and they come into fruition quickly, and everybody's willing to hop on or collab, or just it's just like Paxton says, good energy.
Yeah, Pax.
You just
Good
gave away our
energy.
secret.
Reunite.
A lot of
What
fun.
secret?
I think the teamwork sucks, to be honest with you.
Oh,
I think
okay.
it's all fabricated. I think that once the cameras come on, we all take our luxury cars here and show up to one house and pretend that we're all pulling in the same direction. I think it's a farce. I'm not comfortable with it. And quite frankly, this might be my last trip.
Well, I'm glad we got that out. That's breaking
in front
news
of the
brought to you by
boss.
Farm to Fame.
Right in front of the boss. How you feeling about that?
He's not
Jake?
my boss. Is he your boss? Why don't you come in here and
Jake,
join us?
here.
Are you our boss?
Joez, you
yeah,
were
you're
awesome,
our
man.
boss.
Thank you guys so much for having me. Appreciate it.
Joez, you're the best.
We love Joe's.
Following up on what Chris said, I agree with him, and that comes from the top. It's fake. And there's a trickle-down effect.
You never were friends with
And
that
it's,
other guy.
It's kind of like I'm actually Luke's friend.
Right.
That's the thing that everyone's missed.
Because you used to rub Jimmy's mom's belly when she was carrying Luke.
Thank God he finished it that way.
It's true. It's true. And that's why you became so friendly. with
There's a
Luke.
funny story.
I think it's only
I love art with Peter. There's a funny story. Jimmy used to throw
we are
some
off the rails.
used to throw some soirees in his day at his house.
In high school?
No, it was like the post-college
Mm.
kind of years. You're not sure what you're doing with yourself, so you get really drunk. And
did he stay sober and make everybody play games?
no, he was also on the sauce, and but there was a lot of games.
Yep.
But one night I was in a bad bedtime beer kick, so I'd grab like 3 beers and go to bed, and then and I went to a guest bedroom that I thought was open, and his mother was sleeping in there. So here I am, like droopy, red eye, 3 beers, walking into a bedroom with his mother there, and there's a lot of rumors around that night.
Can we go into some of them?
The rumors are false.
Right.
The rumors are false. I went to bed.
Fair enough.
No belly
How many
rubbing.
beers did you finish of those 3?
No belly rubbing.
So this is not Stifler's mom.
This is not a Stifler's mom situation. I want that myth busted.
Did you
Thank
finish 3 beers?
Should we talk some prospects?
I honestly, I have no idea.
I love
have
Matt
no
Olson.
idea how we got here.
I love Matt Olson.
He was a good guy.
I think he's a stud.
I didn't know how good he was
Yeah.
until I was shown his stats
Yeah.
not 2 hours ago, but he had a better year comparatively to Freeman last year.
I think there's a very good argument for that.
If you look at WAR as a number.
Right.
Yes, I will say this, and you know this. I think we have become too reliant on numbers to judge players. You've been around the big leagues long enough to know you don't need a stat sheet to tell who's good and who's not. It might determine their worth to an organization, and I don't think it's always fair because I think there's certain columns that you can't quantify. But living on the West Coast, I get to see everybody. You know, I'm up all night. Everybody. You know, games start at 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Right? The night games on the East Coast. And so it's the benefit. You guys don't get to see it on the East Coast. Like, how many Oakland A's games are you watching on a consistent basis?
Yeah. I'd love to see Mike
Like,
Trout
he is
get
really good. He's really
0.
good. Yeah. 0.
The
There's
one
no
that I was in. The
Huh?
2 that I was in against them, I watched that one over and over. I got Olsen out twice, so Just
well,
on repeat.
then he sucks.
yeah.
Sinker.
I mean, he's overpaid 8 for 160.
I just can't wait to talk and just run those 2 videos the whole time he's playing. He's Atlanta Brave for 8 years. I'm just going to remind him every time.
Better year next year. If you had to place money on it, it would probably be 60-40 Freddie to have a better year. Little safer.
Okay.
And just really good. Like Chris Rose says, put the stat sheets aside a little bit. Matt Olson is really good. There's a couple blips there. 60-game season, kind of tough.
Right.
But it's tough for a few really good players. So
Yep.
I'm not super into that. Matt Olson is really good.
Yep.
He's
Excellent.
really good. So are you guys on they're going to reallocate the money and do more stuff? Or is it just like
They'll pocket it.
we're getting a couple more years of a guy's in his prime and not giving out probably as much money as Freddie?
I think it's that. I think it's as if you go look at the 2 from a value standpoint,
Right.
and I think that's strictly what they did. They looked at what is going to give us the most value moving forward as a business, as a team, and not just they've got a chance to win with
Right.
Olsen. It's not like they've
Very good
gone,
chance to win.
man, they went out and
Yeah.
got a whatever.
We're
you know?
not going to see like a sharp.
Well, right, and that's
It's just what
It's the initial
Braves,
shock of the punch in the face
Yeah.
of
Right.
the reality sinking in that Five's not going to be playing first base anymore.
Yeah, because like Freddie Freeman is the Atlanta, like the organization
the
goes through him.
organization,
You know,
yeah.
I mean, so that's a shock to the system.
Yep.
And just losing that leadership figure. Is Matt Olson? Is he like somebody who will go in there and like step into a leadership role, or like who's going to be the guy for the Braves in the clubhouse?
Interesting.
It's a great. From what I can gather, it looks like
Like really though.
Dansby will have a bit of a role
Dansby,
there. I
this
think
young
Tyler
thick.
Matzik's going to have a bit of a role there.
Wow, relievers are people too.
I think
Yeah,
You
that's
gotta-
a pretty. Matzik will be the nuts guy on Twitter, and that's kind of more the relief pitcher lane.
we just like to throw haymakers from deep beyond.
Kind of the fights going on over there. and
Just,
he
rip someone in the back of the head while they're watching the fight. And
Dansby is. I was thinking about Dansby today.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Travis Darno.
I mean, like
Good one.
Does Dansby get re-signed?
Yeah, he's a walkier.
They're starting to give out money. Eventually, you stop
I heard
giving
that
out money.
that they were close to signing him to an extension the year that he had that Achilles injury. And they wanted to see like a healthy year from him, and then he got hurt, and then he didn't get that extension. But like I don't hear anything about extension talks for him now.
Right.
It's a wide range.
That's usually when they happen. when you're not here.
Right.
But who knows? I mean, there's been so many good shortstops that have changed teams or are about to change teams. So who knows? You know, you got to draw the line somewhere. You can't pay everybody.
Austin Riley, sleeper.
That's what I was thinking. Like, is
Monster
Austin
year.
Riley stepping into a leadership role in his third
Monster
year?
year.
Monster.
And you know what? I hope it's Ronald. Because he's one of the most talented players in baseball. And he just drops it on everyone.
and he's also having the most fun out of everyone.
Be the fun Braves.
This really gives me pop star vibes again.
Again,
We're back with Paxton. Peter and I are
like
back
the
with
energy.
Paxton.
Good energy.
We're reunited.
can I ask a question? Did you just say again? Were you a pop star once?
Did I say again? I didn't mean it with.
think-
I mean, I was a pop star in my dreams, but I was also a princess. So a girl can live her life, right?
Weren't we all? Nobody's ever heard that voice before. She's just going to come in the video.
I am. I just big league shoe shorts. And
I
just
feel like a
show
pop
up.
star. Thanks for coming in, Paxton.
Yep, this was nice. We should do this again sometime.
Kels, you gonna introduce your friend?
Sure,
This is
friend,
my
too.
friend, Paxton Elrod. Paxton
Good energy.
Elrod and I met while we both worked at Fox Sports South.
Correct.
Neither of us anymore, in case you missed the news, are
There it
with
is.
Fox Sports South.
That is
Peter
correct.
still is.
That is correct. That is why Jake is sitting in the middle of the couch and we are on this side.
A divider.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She's a real one.
I'm a bookmark.
Thanks.
Real one.
And now she's here with us.
I am. Just showed up. I just so happened to be in Arizona, and you guys were like, "Hey, we have this house," and I was like, what's up?" And then I'm here.
She's telling lies.
She's telling lies. Important new member of the Jomboy Media team.
There it is.
Okay.
Yes.
And this is where she's going to spend the next 45 minutes explaining everything about herself. Ready,
Everything.
go.
Everything. Was born in a town called Lebanon.
What was your initial take on the Olsen trade, Olsen extension, Freeman era?
I mean, truthfully, I wasn't really that surprised. I think the Braves are one of those teams that loves a good PR push. He's a hometown kid. Like, he's from Georgia. And I think that, being the team of the South, I think that adds something to the culture of the Atlanta Braves.
What a good take.
Georgia on the corners.
That's kind of what I think that's why I also think that Dansby's probably going to end up staying in Atlanta. I just think that adds a value to the Atlanta Braves that a lot of other MLB teams don't have or don't have the ability to have. And a hometown kid, especially in the South, it makes for a great billboard.
Wow.
Jeff Francoeur, Brian McCann, Dansby Swanson.
Loved it.
The team of the South.
The list can go on. Would
It's
you
true.
argue they're
I
not
mean,
the team of the South?
it's true.
TBS.
It's true.
They are the team of the South. They have such a bit. I mean, up in.
Braves country is.
Do you say they have fans in Kentucky?
Do they have signs that say that? 'Cause
No,
they
I'm
should.
basically working
that?
for the
Like,
Braves.
just
Braves.
claim that before they get a Nash Vegas team.
Which is coming.
Yeah.
It is coming.
Nash Vegas?
Yeah.
They call it that. They put it on bumper stickers and keychains. It's a thing that needs
Okay.
to be
I
left.
thought
bad
that was
thing.
another crazy idea of a team playing
Oh,
in 2 cities
a
again.
little
I was
hybrid.
like, here we go. Robbie Manfred's.
Mm.
It's got an S at the end, right?
What other trades did we miss? The Mets getting Chris Bassett.
Best rotation?
Depends on Soroka. Let me see.
You think the Braves are the counter?
Is Freed opening day for Braves? Or is Ion?
You have Arnie
Ion?
Palmer as your background?
Yeah, they call him Ion Anderson.
Fucking go.
I call it
Ion
that.
Why do you
That's
call
what
him
y'all call.
Ion?
If you say Ian Anderson, they like correct you.
Ion.
Because if you say Ian Anderson, the lead singer from is it REM or is it REM? There's a famous musician whose name's Ian Anderson.
I think it was a simple mispronunciation that just got legs.
Ian Anderson? I've never looked at IAN and thought Eon.
Yeah. No, it's not good.
No, it's not.
It's not good. I think we can all
What am I
confirm
looking
that.
for?
Especially
We were
for
looking
a
at-
really good young
We were
starting
trying
pitcher.
to say if we thought the Mets had
Mets
the
had
best rotation.
Right, that's
I
right.
thought
And
that-
you were
Can you
like, it
find
depends on the
me-
Braves.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So the Mets, DeGrom, Scherzer, Taiwan Walker's still over there.
I want to see the
Tajon?
Braves.
The guy they just got
depth
from
chart.
the A's.
Yeah, Chris Bassett. Is Carrasco for sure sliding into that 5 spot? I mean, they have some pitching depth over there, but we know
McGill.
what happens
My
with
guy.
the Mets.
Oh. Max Fried, Chuck Morton, Ion Anderson, Huascar Ynoa. Ynoa? Am I saying that right?
Noah.
Tucker Davidson, the kid.
I think they may go out and get another starter. Not that I
That's-
don't believe in Tucker Davidson, but I think they. But I don't think there's anything out there.
Yeah, when you mentioned earlier, like, do we think that they're going to reallocate the money? Do we think they're going to keep spending? Like, that's where my brain went. It's like I could see them wanting a veteran starter.
I think there's nothing. Greinke's the only thing that left available. A
Greinke freaks
Greinke.
me out.
What else is
He's an
there? What else
interesting
is
one.
available?
Do they need an outfielder? Or do we believe in
I've
waiters?
been thinking, like, why aren't the Braves interested in Nick Castellanos? Like, why was that never a tie?
Dude,
Like,
where would he play?
They need an outfielder.
Where
Who's in their outfield right now? Because they traded Pache. You have Acuna eventually when he comes back.
Azuna and Duval.
I just feel like they could
Or
get
Duval
some
could
star
DH.
power
Well,
out
they got
there.
the DH. They got another. They got another
Ozuna
bat to
DHs.
fit. Azuna could DH.
I've just this whole time I've been like, why haven't the Braves been tied to Castellanos ever? Like,
think-
he's a great bat, good outfielder, free
Drew
agent.
Waters right now is in the right field spot.
Or do
I
Interesting.
was about to look up something.
I'd almost like a lefty corner outfielder. A, do they
Waters
bring
switch.
do they bring back a
Oh.
Jock Soler, one of the heroes from the team?
I think they bring back
Or
Jock.
B,
Yeah,
I feel
I
like
do too.
a lefty switch guy would add a little bit more balance to the lineup. And do you get a Schwarber? Do you get a Conforto who
Well,
knows
you've
the division?
got a Waters. If he comes out and plans to be
Right.
what he is, then that's the switch guy. But
How many has Waters had more than he's been up, right?
no,
Oh, so he hasn't even debuted yet.
no,
Wow. Pache was getting
It's
all
risky.
that
Question
playing
mark.
time.
it's a question mark.
It's a little risky.
But if you go out and you get a Soler or a Jock,
What
where do
about
they
like
play?
a Danny Duffy?
Danny Duffy is hurt.
Is he?
He's recovering with the Dodgers.
Tyler Anderson.
So,
No, the
who-
Braves believe in all their young guys that haven't really pitched yet.
Chris Archer's out there. Julio Teheran. Let's get a reunion.
Yeah.
Thank you, Maddie. I love Julio Teheran. What a workhorse, man. He always gave up a few home runs, but he
Sure.
always pitched at least 5.
Who didn't?
Yeah.
You know?
Tanner Roark. Not Mike Fires. Mike
Fulte.
Fultonevich
He
reunion.
just texted me yesterday too.
Fulte and
Mike Fultonevich
Tehran.
did. Interesting.
Kyle Wright's still with the Braves, right?
Kyle Wright
Kyle Wright.
has. This is probably one of those years that you talk about all the time.
Hello.
Hey, one of those years you talk about all the time where it's almost like a defining year.
Mm-hmm.
Career's going to go one way or the other after this year.
I would agree with that.
For who?
Baseball.
Wright.
Yeah, man. I can't figure out Kyle Wright.
He could be one of the best young starters in baseball. He could be like,
Yep.
People were so excited for Kyle Wright.
Yep.
Like that was like
is he Vandy?
Vandy.
Go Doors.
Vandy kid.
I think Max Fried's going to be one of the greatest pitchers of all time.
I think he proved a
power.
lot to a lot of people in that playoff run when he got his ankle stepped on and threw 7 shutty to win us the World Series.
Do you think
Yeah.
he opening day?
I think he's earned every. And I don't think Charlie. See, Soroka, Morton, Fried.
Morton doesn't care.
Right. But Soroka, Morton, Fried, Anderson, Inoue. I like that against the Mets. And that's what we're going to be seeing.
I don't.
You
What?
don't?
You like that against DeGrom and Scherzer?
Yeah.
DeGrom and Scherzer's best.
You're not going to face them both every time. Hopefully, you end up lining up your 4 and 5 guys against their 1 and 2, and then
Okay, Danny Duffy had a
He's
2.51
amazing.
ERA in only 13 games. But I mean,
Danny's a stud. I
His
played with him in
nickname's-
Kansas City. He's a stud.
His
So what's
nickname's
his-
Gordo?
like that's the type of pitcher that I'm thinking they need to go out and get. Like a veteran guy who has a good track record, but like
Sure, but I don't know where he's at health wise. So you don't. That's the other risk. You don't go throw money at him and you end up with another
Right.
Cole Hamels deal.
So
where
what did you say the
Sure.
injury was? Oh, left flexor strain. What's a flexor? This?
That's yeah.
So is that what kind of injury is that?
That's a
Up
that's
and
a
down.
that's a right here.
Okay.
So it's very hard to throw anything other than fastballs because you got to flex and rip and spin and grip and
I don't know. I just think a guy like that, like a guy who has like a name but is semi-affordable
they
and
all
can
have
go in there.
names.
Well, I mean, like a name that people know and respect. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean?
Can't wait for that cooking show to kick off.
We do have a cooking show idea.
Yeah.
Yep. Definitely going to pitch that.
We don't,
I'm going to work on the pitch deck.
maybe we don't pitch it to them. Maybe we go. You know,
Oh.
I love food.
Oh.
Food and sports.
I'm a grape connoisseur.
Food and sports go hand in hand.
A grape connoisseur.
Yeah. Like moondrops, gumdrops, cotton candy, grapes.
You
That's all I
what?
got.
you just named candy.
No, there's like moondrop grapes are like a little cucumber, but they're really dark purple. Gumdrops are kind of small.
There's purple and green grapes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've all seen them.
But
Okay,
like
but this one's shaped like a little cucumber, or like
They're all shaped like kind of little.
no,
They're
like they're
round.
mostly circles. This is like my pinky.
I've
looks
never
like my
seen a
pinky.
circle grape before.
A perfect circle grape.
Aren't they jelly bean
do
shaped?
you like you like specific
What shape do you guys think
Jelly
grapes
bean.
are?
They're like jelly bean
They're-
shape.
Egg.
Okay.
Egg shape.
They're not
I've never gone to
circles.
the grocery store and gotten like I want a gumdrop grape.
I can't wait till I get my orange shaped grapes in
Okay,
here.
look, these are moondrop grapes.
I've never had that in my life. I've never
Don't
seen
eat
those either.
those. You don't eat those. You're not supposed to eat those.
They're very moondrops. That's
I-
what they look
Look
like.
at the package. They sell those at like EDC.
No,
Kids
they
pop
sell them at Kroger, and they're
No.
very sweet.
No.
I've never seen those.
I've got a question, and it's not about this. What are your guys' grapes? Like, what's something that you could speak well on that we're probably that nobody is really into this at all? Just the shape of them, the look of them, and the concept of it.
I'm gonna have to circle back on that one.
Okay. I'm a sucker for a good pimple popper video. Like I could deep dive.
What
on
is
those all
wrong with
day.
you? Were you talking about that the other night? Someone was talking about that.
I
the other
wasn't, but I've dabbled.
Yeah.
night.
No, it's just can't shake it if I wanted to.
Aussie Lingo. I'm going to say a word. You're going to tell me what it means.
This
Okay.
is fun. Okay.
Yeah, we really needed to wrap this episode up.
Here we go.
I
This
hope
is
that
how
you
we do
got
it.
plenty of information on the Matt Olson.
Maddie, delete most of this.
And
This
He
is gonna
wasn't
be,
recording this entire
This is going to be a 7-minute pod. This is going to. This is what they're going to call the micro pod from the micro resort. What do they call this? The micro resort. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. Aussie Lingo.
Aussie Lingo.
You ready?
What does
Yeah,
it mean?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Chock-a-block.
That's chocolate.
say it again.
Chock-a-block.
You're saying chocolate.
Concrete.
Hammer and nail.
It is, Maddie, your turn.
Fudge, says Maddie.
Fudge. No. It is when something is completely packed or full. Jeez. Tried to go down the pub the other night, but she was chock-a-block.
I hate it.
It makes me uncomfortable. I don't like that one.
Thank you, Paxton.
Can we do another one?
Thank you, Joe.
No.
Thank you, Chris Rose. Thank you, Maddie.
What's wrong with that? Is that not funny? I thought that was a good one.
We had a chock-a-block of guests.
That's as chock-a-block. We were
Chock-a-block
chock-a-block full of guests this episode, guys.
and topics.
Does that not sound Australian?
Did we
It
really?
does. You laid into it.
Yeah.
I get more Australian during Aussie Lingo.
Okay.
Kelsey's staring right into the camera and just wanting to get out of here so bad.
Thanks to the Top Spot app.
This just took so many. This was a fun episode.
You know what happens? When you show up to a couch with 4 pop star mic
Pop
looking.
stars.
Does this not feel like Britney Spears?
start of a
Oops, I
band.
did it again.
Right, but there's too much ears because it'd be just like the headpiece and then
Like,
it'd just be.
Yeah, but still, I'm not thinking the ears. I'm thinking this.
We rocked up to a couch with 4 headpieces with no plan of an episode, and we got through. How long was it, Maddie? 54
So-
minutes that he can cut into 20 minutes of gold.
I know.
Chef's kiss.
At what
Calm
minute
down.
mark do you think people just tuned out? After we took like a sharp left.
That's what Maddie's job is, to know
3,
exactly when that
2,
point is.
1. Chris Rose.
We had Jake, we had Joe's, we had Rosie, Maddie. I don't even know if his face is going to be on this episode because there's not a camera on
We'll
you.
work it.
Maddie, come over here real quick.
Yeah, let's just show him your shorts, your outfit.
Show them your shorts, Maddie.
Well done.
Good form.
Nice.
He's
Yeah.
been learning, huh?
Well, lunges, huh?
You've been
bold
teaching
choice.
him a lot.
Went for the on-camera lunge, which not a lot of men can pull off, but you just did.
They've earned that.
If you were wearing
They've
these
earned it.
Mizamain shorts, you would have got down a little bit further.
That's true. Breathable.
Alrighty. Thank you guys so much for watching, for listening. Farm on.
Farm often.
We love you guys. We'll be back to normal next week. See you next week.
Will we though?
Will we go home?
We're forever damaged after this one.